Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me for another video. All right, today's video is going to be a little different. So it's something I've never done before, and I wasn't going to record any of it because I just wanted to do it without having to worry about setting up cameras and the lights and all that. But then I thought, you know what? No, I'm going to time lapse it because seeing it sped up and seeing the process of it, I figured would be really cool, and it actually really is. So I'm going to show you guys the whole time-lapse version, and I'm going to do a voiceover where needed during that time-lapse video. But I just wanted to mention a few things really quickly. So my inspiration for this, I'm on Instagram. I always see people's stuff showing up on my feed on Instagram, and I've been following this artist for a while now. Her name is Melanie Ferris, and the work she does is insane. It's so amazing, and it's so complicated too. Like, she does really great stuff. If you are on Instagram, I will put her link to Instagram in the description box below. Check her out, go and follow her. But I've been watching her stuff and I'm like, I gotta try this. It seems simple. It's a little confusing, but it's also very time consuming. I cannot tell you how much time it took me to make this painting. I've done many different things, but nothing has taken me as long as this has. Now, I'm going to show you guys the dried and resined results right now, and then you can watch the rest of the video. But I wanted to show it to you guys since I already have it up here. But look how cool this is, okay? Super cool. It's super amazing. I started with a light and I had 5 different shades of purple. When I got here, I went the opposite way and I went from light to dark and then dark to light. Same with the blue, right? So I started light blue to dark blue over here and then dark blue to light blue on the end. And then when I did all that, I actually used Payne's gray. I didn't want to use black. So I used Payne's gray, and again, I started with dark in the middle, and I did 5 shades until I got to the lightest shade, and then from the light, I went dark. And then I ended up with this really cool piece. So this is actually on a 20 by 20 inch canvas, and when I tell you, it took me forever. It took me forever, okay? Hours upon, probably over between 15 and 20 hours by the time it's all said and done. So yeah, a long time to do. And this is what the back looks like. So I actually painted the canvas black on the back, but look how clean it is. It still needs my stamp and my signature and all that. But this is what it looks like. Done, finished, and resined. So if you are interested in this very cool psychedelic piece, you can email me at kanella@gmail.com. Now, I'm going to just explain to you guys super quickly. I'll bring the camera down and I'll show you guys what I did super quick, and then I'll start the time lapse of all of it. And then you just watch it and see how it works out. Like I said, it's pretty simple, but there's a lot of thinking process to it. Especially if you're doing different 3D designs. Like if you check out Melanie Ferris's Instagram, she does stuff way more complicated than that, where she'll do different angles and different colors, and it's insane. My brain can't even, comprehend how she does all that. I'll figure it out one day, but when I have a lot of time on my hands. But anywho, let me get you down onto the canvas and I'll tell you guys what I did super quick. All right, so super duper quickly, what I did was, as I mentioned, I had a 20 by 20 inch canvas. And the only reason I have it here is because I'm actually doing another video that I'm gonna record after this. So I'm already set up for my next video. So it's a 20 by 20 inch canvas. And what I did was I ordered this really long ruler from Amazon, only because I found it a lot easier to use a ruler like that as opposed to just your regular 12-inch little ruler. Because when you got to do your lines, you want to make sure you can do it however you want. I just found it a lot simpler for me to have one big ruler and literally do my lines. So in the time-lapse version, you will see all the lines on the canvas. And I literally, you can do really thin lines, thick lines, you know, the thicker the line, the less work you have to do. So I just started off with finding the center, and then I worked my way out inch at a time or a quarter of an inch. I don't even remember, but I just got this big ruler from Amazon. I don't remember how much it was. Probably wasn't very cheap because it is aluminum, but it's cool. I'm sure I'll use it down the road again, or my husband will use it. But anywho, I did do my lines. You'll see in the time lapse, I did use tape for the first layer because there's 2 coats of paint on this. And in terms of the paint, I just picked one color. So for example, the blue is Phthalo blue, I think. I can't remember. And I literally had 5 cups, and I put, in the first cup, I put, let's say, 5 grams of, you know, now no Floetrol, no water. This is all straight paint, okay? You don't have to mess with water. You don't have to mess with Floetrol, none of that. So in the first cup, I put 5 grams of paint and white paint and 1 gram of the blue. In the second cup, I did 4 grams of white and like 1.5 of blue. And then the third cup, I did, you know, less white and then a little more blue. And then when I finally got to the 5th color, which is the darkest color, I did, let's say, 4 grams of blue and 1 gram of white. So you got to play with it a little bit, okay? But I used all one color. I used one color. And I think the purple was permanent. What was it? It was, I used Permanent Blue Violet by Amsterdam. Okay, and I did the same thing. So you just got to play with it. And you don't need very much for, I just used a little Dixie cup. And like I said, 5 or 6 grams of paint was more than enough-ish. Anywho, so that is how I got the shades of color. Same with the Payne's Gray, you know, and just sit there with 5 cups, 5 little Dixie cups, and then just start mixing away until you get the shades that you want. So I think that's it. When I did the second coat, you'll notice in the time-lapse version, I started using the tape. And then when I peeled the tape off, you could see the color bled under the tape, and it was going on to my other lines, and I was getting super duper frustrated. So I scrapped the paint, or the tape altogether, and I literally freehanded it, like completely freehand. And I guess I'll show you, I should show you the paintbrush that I used. Simple paintbrush. I have this 12-pack here from Arteza, and I actually used, for the majority of it, I just used this square flat end, okay? Because you want a square, not a rounded end, because it was really easy to paint the lines. And then when I was doing my second coat, which I probably should have used this a lot more because it's a lot thicker than this one, and you get more coverage with this, but this gives you better accuracy, especially in the like little fine details and all that. So it doesn't have to be Arteza, but if you do end up with the Arteza paintbrushes, they're a good bang for your buck. And again, if you order them on the Arteza website, you can save 10% off using code Kanella10. But make sure they are straight. And so yeah, this is what the sides look like, which is really cool. And yeah, so that's it for me for talking for this beginner part. Don't forget, Tammy Anderson and I are doing a seat sale for our workshop in Charlotte, North Carolina. So if you are interested in getting details and saving $50 off your ticket, you can email us at fluidartescape@gmail.com. All right, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to let you guys watch the time-lapsed version, and there might be a little commentary within there. And then I'll be back to show you guys, I don't know, nothing, to say goodbye, I guess. I'll be back. All right, everybody, so here's my horrible voiceover. I hate these things, but it's got to be done. So as you can see here, I did a layer of tape. I started doing my light colors. I took the first layer off, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to freehand it, and then I didn't like it. So I started adding tape and using the tape. Using the tape made it a lot easier for me to do it quicker. But you'll notice once I get this whole first coat done, you'll see further down that doing the tape for the second coat wasn't really working out for me. because as I mentioned earlier, the paint was bleeding underneath the tape and just messing up with my lines. There is another company that I have recently found where their tape is amazing. I saw it on Melanie Ferris's Instagram channel. She was using it and I said, I got to get myself some of that tape. So if and when I do another video like this, I will show you guys the tape. And if I remember, I'll try to put the information on that special tape in the description below. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm still working away, hours upon hours, sitting down at my table here in the studio and doing every single line. So I'll let you guys enjoy that a little more. And if there's anything else, I will come back in for a voiceover. All right, so here it is, fully completed and dry. This must be one of the most time-consuming art projects I have ever done. Will I do another one? I'm not quite sure. This portion, just this part of the video and all of this took anywhere between 14 to 15 hours of work. But I'm really liking the way this turned out, and the color possibilities are endless. You could do all kinds of colors, all kinds of designs. This is what the side looks like. It's pretty neat. I'm actually really impressed. So now it's going to get a top coat of crystal resin. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll show you guys the end results. And here it is, resined up on the wall. I'm doing quite the the magical charade here with my lights because it's dark out and I need to bring the light up. So yeah, that's what she looks like. Resined, finished, completed. I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope it was fun to watch. If you have any questions, you can put them down in the comment section below, and I will do my best to answer all your questions, and I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun, time consuming, but fun, but I loved it, and I may do another one. If anyone is interested in one, you can always commission one, and that's it. I wave my hand like I always do, but I can't because one hand's holding the phone and the other hand is holding the lights. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, have a good day, have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.